Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hey everybody, the old captain here. I'm on vacation still. We're over in Lake Tahoe area. Actually, hang on, I'll show you. That's what they do. You see the tours do this. I got one of these surface thingies. That's where I'm staying, huh? This is couch surfing at its finest. So we're south of Truckee. I'll go put this back down. Alright. And we have a video request, and yeah, I did wake up. That's why I'm all tired. I didn't drink. I look like shit when I wake up in the morning normally. Anyway, if you got a question, go to assholeconsulting.com and we'll take care of you and point your kids in the right direction for a fee, for a price. Hey, asshole, I'm a 23-year-old male living up in the southwest suburbs of the great Minneapolis-St. Paul area. I know where you are. I live with my best friend. Rent is $4.50 a month. I'm summer residence. I'm a good saver. Begun to take a position in silver. Read securities analysis. Good. Maybe make a move in the stock market when it crashes. After underachieving in high school, I did pursue a worthless 2-year degree at Normandale, though I can only be grateful for the experience, seeing as all I was doing at the time was working crappy jobs, smoking pot, and chasing tail. Yeah, you really, again, there's not like a ton, unless you're willing to go to the Bakken or some other place, there really aren't a lot of jobs out there. I got through with one small loan, paid it off in 3 months overall. I'd say the damage was minimal. You're bringing out a great point for young people to realize just because you don't have your $60,000 a year job out of college doesn't mean you failed. If you just went and had fun and stayed out of debt, you are way ahead of the average 29-year-old, right? Average 35-year-old. I used the lack of a great social environment. Drunks, play ball, improve myself. I'm taking jiu-jitsu, lifting weights, running, playing chess. Really like crazy. Overall, I no longer feel like the loser I once was. I don't even know if you were a loser to begin with. There are a hell of a lot of rich, arrogant cunts that I have to deal with at work, and I'm going to leave any details out. But my employer treats me well. Now, before you go call me a hippie, I get to work as a skilled tradesman in this place. Again, I'm not going to identify you, which isn't half a bad gig. And it is a skilled trade. I know some people that actually make pretty good money. It's not the cleanest of jobs, but it's a skill. It is a trade. So that's good. I was originally the janitor there and got a new position after temporarily leaving to do some maintenance on the north side for public housing. That job was fun, but my boss was horrible, and the wretched commute turned it into a 10-hour day, thus making the $12 an hour plus yearly dividends I currently get equal to about the 15 and change I was getting. Okay. See, I'm only a couple miles from my workplace. I also have a small cash business where I work anywhere from 4 to 16 hours a month, depending on demand, and make anywhere from $300 to $900. I don't know how you ever felt you were a loser. You're doing good. I like my current job, and I will stick with it a little longer. Fully learning the trade to always have something to fall back upon, but it's not my long-term plan. I'm looking at an electrician apprenticeship program through the union, which I know comes with cons. However, the program pays great. You start off at $14.31 an hour your first year, and by year 5, you're making $31 an hour. September through May, working 4 days a week and going to school 1 day. Full-time in the school and paid time off and benefits after 1 year. After that, you could take the test and get your journeyman listener license, I think, with money in the bank. I figured this will allow me to travel the world, work wherever is to be had, and ultimately settle in a rural area and be off the grid as much as possible. And the other cool thing is that this program is offered in multiple places in every state, and I'm really thinking about relocating before I begin. I did take the test and got accepted to the Minneapolis one, but the school runs out of St. Michael, and the Union Territory stretches out into the most boring areas of Minnesota. I think St. Michael's way out west somewhere. It's like not even a suburb. There's one in St. Paul, blah, blah, blah. Think about... And that's what it would have released up in August 2016. That's what I'm thinking about hitting the road. I followed your advice in doing recon. Visited Portland, Seattle in April. I love both states, though I already know to avoid both of those leftist towns in terms of where I settle. Spent some time in Chicago. Visiting Kansas City, Milwaukee summer, do some tour down in the Bayou this winter. Out there in Virginia's in mid-America. You're not even hitting the West, dude. You're not even hitting Colorado or Utah or Las Vegas. You're going to find out all the Midwest towns are the same except Chicago. That's what you're going to find out. I mean, Chicago's big. That's about it. Kansas City is a southern Minneapolis, which is western Milwaukee. They're not... I don't know. If you like shoveling snow, I guess. Oh, where are the questions? I like most, but my question to you is, would I be better off just staying local for 5 years to get my union card, allowing myself more time to scope out my prospects? Or is the 24 the perfect age to say fuck it and just move out the hell of it, having a plan in my destination with other skills to fall back upon? Am I wasting my time with my job? No, you're not. And if not, and I do decide to relocate in 2016, should I say screw my employer and having a long stay in my resume and just try to work at the place or the other place last year, Minnesota, where pay would be closer to 15 to 16? I'm definitely looking for adventure, but I'm willing to hold off a year because it'll allow me to be better prepared when I leave. My final question is, would be if I still stick around a year. You what? Guys, you got to fucking write. Honest to God. What do you think about taking Chinese or Portuguese class to better market my skills down the line? I know. Okay, here's the deal. Well, thank you, Luke. I appreciate it. All right. Here's what I do. I would get your training here. Just because you're here, you're a citizen, you get in-state tuition. Well, okay, you're doing it through the union, but if you don't ever want to supplement that with something at Normandale or whatever, stay here for now. You got your job here for now. Get your certification. Maybe even work a year here during summer. Get some experience, and then start applying for jobs in other states. You could certainly go and do your reconnaissance in those other Midwest towns. I think you're just going to be bored. I think you should try. I tell everybody, Denver, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Dallas. Check those out, man. That's where I'd go if I was young. But maybe you have a penchant for the Midwest and you're looking at St. Michael. I want to go to St. Michael. I mean, you're going to waste more money, especially in your youth, because you're in your 20s. You're going to be driving all the way from St. Michael to downtown to uptown to hang out, unless you truly don't mind hanging out in a small town with nothing to do. So I'd avoid St. Michael. But you have a good job where you are right now, and I didn't tell people what it was because it's so unique. I didn't want you being identified, but you have a very good job, and that has upskill potential, and that is a job you can move anywhere you want. So you essentially have what you want with your electricianship or electrician's journeyman certification. It may not pay as well. So I would keep doing what you do, skill up on that, get your electrician certification, maybe work a little bit here, and then travel around. Use these horrible winters in Minnesota to travel around and find out which town you might like to go to. And then as soon as you can figure out, get the hell out of Minnesota. Just get the hell out of here, man. It's cold, it's miserable. I think you're aware of what the girls are like dating-wise. Not to say the girls are going to be any better. But just get out of here and go find Florida, go to Miami, go to some place where it's warm and there's young people and it's growing and there's no state income taxes. Advice I've given before, but yes, absolutely, you need to go and travel. So once you get that certification, maybe a year, no more than a year, but maybe a year of experience, start sending out your resume, start seeing where else you can work. In the meantime, between now and that time, do road trips, man, if you can. Go check out these towns. I think you're going to be let down by Milwaukee and Kansas City. It's just like Minneapolis. Say, oh, who wants to move to Kansas City? Ooh. Try my towns first. See if those won't pique your interest. And try it during winter so you can say, oh, we don't have to embrace the suck during January. So, anyway, dude, you're doing good. You're only going to be doing better. But yeah, for maximizing your happiness, get away from the snow. It gets very tiring pretty quickly. So anyway, best of luck to you. Toodles.